Hello and welcome, it's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. Thought we'd do a nice little, well, big wreath today. Although I'm really confused about what colours to go for. I was thinking, do I go for blues and purples? But I have done that recently. These are the stamps I've picked out. So if any of you guys want to, who've just popped on the live and want to give me some flower colour inspiration, please do. I was going to do colour challenge, but I've mislaid my notebook that I've written all my numbers in. It's around somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where. So we can't do that. Although we could do it where you call out numbers, but I'll just have to record them somewhere else. So it's up to you. What are you in the mood for? Are you in the mood for something bright and fun, or do you want to go moody? Yeah, I don't know. Let's get the colour wheel out. What do you guys fancy seeing? Hi Janine. Hey Sheila. Hi Bobby. Hi Honeybee. Sorry, I didn't realise how late it was until about 10:30. Well, 10:20 when I realised I hadn't put my daughter to bed. She was still reading. So, yeah. Taylor is stroppy. Oh, okay. So someone said soft and bluesy. Someone says poppy parade daffodil light and golden green. Oh my goodness, Steph, that's very bright and Christmassy. Someone said purple and oranges. Ah, now I have done a wreath recently that's purple and oranges. So, hi Linda, Deborah, Steph, Janine, Taylor, Martina, Wendy, Barbie in the house. As in stroppy colours. Yes, this is a colour wheel. You can get them quite cheaply from craft stores. These are quite helpful. So we could do that range there. So we could get the orange, reds, purples, blues and a bit of peacock in. Oh, browns and blues. Well, shall I save the browns and blues for Monday? When I can do some more masculine type things. Blackberry. Bit of Highland. What about those? These are lovely and rich, actually. That's quite nice, isn't it? Maybe a bit of the mango. Okay, these are nice and moody. So I want to use this again as a bit of foliage in the background. So you like them except the orange. But the orange will just help make it pop. I promise. I promise, Nayoka. Stick with me. Stick with me. It'll be fine. Now the only thing is I do need to have... Oh, do I want a... No, I'll be good. I'll stick to the colours you've given me. I was going to bring in something else then, but no, I will honour you. Honour you guys. And the colour scheme. Okay, let's might need to do some stamping off though. Okay, I think I might have to sit. Oh no, do I want to sit for this bit? Oh, I've just dropped the pad on the floor. That's helpful, isn't it? Oh my goodness, this is not a good start, is it? Anyway, welcome everybody. If it's the first time on my channel, I'm usually not quite this clumsy. I am sometimes clumsy, but not this clumsy. Right, start again. Pretend you've just arrived. Do I usually stand? Sometimes and sometimes not. I think just to get an overall, because at this stage of when I do a wreath, I need to get an overall view. I tend to try and stand so that I can kind of see where I'm heading. So. Well, this is actually Misty Moonlight, this colour. It's not purple. Does it look purple, or is that what you're asking? You want a purple tree. Hi, Robin. Did I just see Nancy Joe in here? Nice to see you. You'd like a purple tree. Well, we'll see how this goes. I might add some extra tree bits in a bit. So then I think I want some focal florals. So shall we go for some dark purple? I'm not doing a space scene, no. This is going to be a floral wreath. I just couldn't think of something that new to do, to be quite honest. But I wanted to just play with some of the newer stamps but do a format that I know I would enjoy. Now, I might chop it up, okay? Now, normally I don't chop up my wreaths, but I might chop this one up because I thought it would be fun just to see what would happen. See, I'm regretting something, but there we go. I do this, don't I? Oh no, I didn't mean to stamp that there. I don't like it. Oh. Stick on there. Never mind. Okay. There's this inner battle that goes on between wanting it to be symmetrical but not wanting it to be completely symmetrical. Well, wanting it to be balanced but not symmetrical. And so there's a natural instinct to kind of go, right, let's do it symmetrical, but oh no. Oh, it's such a battle. Right, now we've got these lovely flowers here. And I wanted to perhaps try and see if I could do that technique where you stamp the inner one first and then you do the outer one second. So that's the inner one of that one. And then that's the outer one. So this is real red, which is the darker of the reds. Well, cherry cobbler is darker than this, but I would say cherry cobbler is going towards very dark reds. Stick one there. Stick one there. Oh, do you want to know the page number instead, Martina? Would that be easier? Well, I suppose just look it up in the back, and then it will tell you what the name is. So if you look it up, oh, you want the equivalent in the. Maybe I should get a German one sent to you. Shall I get a German catalogue sent to you, Martina? That'd be easier. I just realised someone said hello. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Vanessa. Just keep stamping. Just keep stamping. Okay, so let's see if it is easier to match it up. Kinda. Oh, just realised I've got like weird bits attached to my stamp. Oh, I don't know if that's come off the ink pad. Must admit, I've not used this ink pad for a little while. Let's do that again. Okay. Hover. And stamp. Yeah, because I think once you go to the page number, Martina, it will give you the code for the German one anyway. So then you can just type the code into the Stampin' Up website and it will tell you what the name is in German. You like it already? Oh, good, Glenna. Yeah, I'm thinking it is easier to match it up after doing the dark centre first. And in a way, I should have remembered that that was the better way to do it. I don't know why I'd forgotten, really. There we go. The trick is, though, also is not to push too hard so that you don't get staining in between. Yeah, that is the trick. Okay, so I've got red down. I want to get some. Oh, I've got these colours to go yet. Now this one I do find easier to line up, so I don't mind doing that one second. So we'll do Mango Melody for this one. Hasn't got much texture going on in the background, which is unlike me. Usually I lay down more texture, so this is interesting to see how it will turn out. So this is now pumpkin pie. Oh, I just got the taste of oranges in my mouth then, after stamping this one. It's funny, isn't it, what colours will do, what colours will evoke. Okay. I'm wondering whether to just get some leaves in here now. It's quite large, isn't it, that one? I'll have to be careful where I put it. It's not going to fit everywhere, is it? Yeah, I just had a quick look at Esther's gnome video. It's very cute. Wendy Leclerc, did you see Esther's gnome video? Because I think Wendy quite liked those gnomes. Just going to bring in that smaller leaf. Right, I'm going to sit down now. She's got it on a list. Hi Joy, nice to see you. Hi Monica. Oh, did she? I skipped it to the end, so I didn't hear about the story. Oh, I'll have to go back and watch it. It could be my nighttime story, my bedtime story. Actually, I was forgetting that you can stamp off quite a few times with this stamp and get much paler versions. I forgot that you could do it. Okay, happy with that. You have thunder, Deborah. Wow. You've got a storm brewing. Or is it already stormy? Oh, that's great news, Steph. So I'm just having a look. I'm just surveying, going, right, where have I put the leaves? So I put one there, there. See, I want, kind of tempted to put some up here, but I haven't actually got the space for it. So I'm going to leave it. Got to rattle some pots and pans. Okay. Take care. Okay, so that's the purple leaves in. I think we need more orange, don't we? So I did pull down this one. Sorry, not sorry to use this again. Actually, I think that's probably the wrong size. I might just go for the little one. Actually, I'm going to go for red. Oh, thank you, Martina. Ooh, gold or silver. He's had COVID, Deborah. That Deborah Broughton, yeah. Steph's brother's been in intensive care. But he's home now. That's lovely. Happy for that. That red. Hi, Miss Ellen. How you doing? If anyone's new on the live, please do say hello. We like to welcome new watchers. So I'm now using Poppy Parade, and it's really nice to kind of like scatter in the Poppy Parade flowers with the real red. Hi Gloria from hot Florida. It was actually quite warm this afternoon here. Don't chop it. Well, I was thinking of cutting it into 6 and seeing how it works, the dynamics of it, because I've never done it before. So why not? Thanks, Steph. Of course she wants to chop that. Right, I was wondering whether to do some orange leaves, because these leaves are so pretty, or do the fine leaves there. Actually, I think I'll do Mango Melody leaves. Cold and wet in New South Wales. Fine leaves, says Ellen. Oh. Well, I've just put the leaf down, so... Oh, there it is. Let me just do a bit of hovering and see. I think I'll do both, actually, Ellen. I think I can fit these in some spots, and then I will also put some of the fine ones in other spots. I just need to get a little bit of extra orange in there. Don't give Ruth any ideas. You like the orange leaves? Oh my goodness, orange leaves, says Glenna. Right, I'm going to do what Ellen wanted as well, the little fern as well. Because it's so adorable. And I just add, look at that. Oh, got to get you in for this. Look at that. Just adds such a lovely... Oh, why isn't it focusing? Oh, there we go. I keep thinking you can hear me because I can hear you. Are you talking out loud, Deborah? Do you want to call? Shall I call you on Messenger and we can chat? And you can tell me what you think. That would be quite fun, actually. I remember last time we did a Zoom, tried to do Zoom and this at the same time, and it all got a bit crazy, didn't it? But I think I could cope with talking to one person at a time. Yes, they are almost like a feather. Yeah. Oh, I understand sarcasm. Yes. Well, no, I didn't think was sarcasm, actually, Martina. So I really did believe you then. You always do. Do you want me to call you? No, seriously, Deborah, do you want me to call you? And you can talk to me as I'm doing it. Because otherwise I just feel like I'm talking to myself. Do it now! It is, it's a stunning leaf. That's so funny. Thumbs up, no! Headshot! You should see me pointing at the screen where I want you to put a leaf. That's so funny. No, you won't distract me. Oh, I'll call you now. Although, can you watch and talk to me at the same time? Do you have two devices? Where's Deborah? You'll have to turn the sound down on your video though, Deborah. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, Deborah.
I am fixing it so I can see you on my TV while I talk to you.
Ah, okay. Right, I'm going to pull back now so you can see it all. So I'm getting to the point where there's just like so much on here. I'm thinking, where else can I put stuff? But there are little sort of spaces that are a bit too plain that need filling. Because as I said earlier, I didn't put any texture down before I started stamping, so I'm going to have to just fill it in as I go. How are you doing, Deborah? Nice to see you.
Good to see you, sweet. Well, you're losing space to the point where there's not room for anything else.
I know. Oh, can you turn me down, Deborah?
Oh, yes. Sorry. There you go.
That's all right.
Is that better?
Yeah. Top middle.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, they can't. Esther can't hear you. I'll turn Deborah up.
No. You don't need to hear me.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my goodness.
Nancy Joe says an ice cream truck in the neighbourhood. Be right back. Nancy, can I have an ice cream, please, with a chocolate thing?
I was going to say, popsicle for everybody, please.
Yeah. Hi, Jen. Right. Okay, let me just give it an overall look. Okay, we need more purple in here. And I think...
Now,
go on.
Because you picked colors off your color wheel that were all consecutive on the wheel, is that why these ended up going well together? Because I wouldn't have expected them to.
Yes. Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah.
I mean, because it's very sort of jewel toned to me.
Very.
You know, sort of.
Yeah.
And I just did, when you first started flinging ink pads around, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, we've basically gone for that range there. So we've just skipped out the greens, the yellow really. Well, mainly yellow, but we've got yellow influences. But apart from going down the green route.
Right.
Oh, now I haven't used the Misty Moonlight again.
Ooh.
So we've almost forgotten about it, but I really do feel we need to bring more purple in. Oh, and I tell you, the purple we didn't get round to using is that one. But I'm quite satisfied not using it. So we'll leave it there. Hi, Suzanne Schnaufer. Nice to see you. Welcome. Dots, says Wendy March. Oh. Nayoka says, nice to hear your voice, Deborah.
Nayoka and I have known each other for some time now, but we've never spoken together. So she's in Mississippi, I believe.
Ah. So you've corresponded, but not spoken.
Right. We follow each other around to crafting videos, and I'm trying to remember. I think the first video I saw her on was, we have a lady here from in the States from Alabama. Her name is Amy Helms, but she goes by May May.
Oh,
And,
May May May,
that's
yes.
where-
May May Crafts. Or May May made it.
Yeah, May May made it. That's it. And that's where Nyoka and I first crossed paths with one another. And then from there, it was to Denise. And
Yes.
I was really shocked to go from site to site and find groups of the same people. You know, it was like, oh my goodness, you know, you think you're the original person to find someone, and then you find everyone else has been there before you.
Oh,
And you know,
I'm so in love with this
didn't
stamp.
know Denise when she was doing all of the work. I think you guys met on Periscope.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know her or see any of that. I didn't find her until I think after the Periscope days.
Yeah. Yeah. And Denise took a bit of a break last year as well, so she wasn't producing any content. So.
Yes, because I didn't start crafting until I think it was either 2016 or 2017. I had to have surgery, and I was landlocked for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And so I started looking at something to occupy myself with. I needed something to, you know, for my mind to fix on, because I had resolved that it was not going to be TV that was going to entertain me or keep me going for 6 months, and it was crafting that pulled me out of that. And I had never crafted before, so it's totally different.
Ever before? So that was your first introduction?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I was the scientific, left-brained mathematics person. I wasn't crafty. I wasn't, and I didn't do those things as a kid. I can remember. I think the very first craft I ever tried was crochet. And that is lovely.
Well,
I'm
not sure if I'm regretting it already.
I did not think I was going to like that. But the crochet I had difficulty with as a teenager was because I could never hold the gauge. You know, one line would be 6 inches long and the next would be 18 inches. It was horrific.
Did no one sit down and teach you how to get your tension correct?
Yeah, I could not keep the tension or gauge or whatever it was, so that my lines would never match up. I could not do a square to save me. It came out, I mean, in some geometric shape that had never been seen before by the time I finished. It was pretty bad. And my mother was extremely crafty.
Oh.
She sewed my clothes. She made her own clothes. She crocheted. I don't think I ever saw her knit, but yeah, she would do drawings for us as children to entertain us.
Oh.
She had this whole bug family that would go to parties and picnics, and she would draw them out for us and to entertain us as children. It was really quite fun for us.
That's adorable. Have you got any of the drawings?
Yes, I did. They weren't, it was a number 2 pencil and a piece of school ruled paper that she drew on for us, but I have some of them. Yeah, when I was older, I asked her. We had lost everything when I was 13. We were involved in a disaster, and we lost everything in the house. And so when I was probably around 18 or 19, I called her and asked her and said, "Would you do some bug drawings for me?" And she was like, "What?"
Oh.
I said, "I need a bug drawing. Do some bug drawings for me." And she
That's lovely.
Yeah, it really is. I just, my family's all gone now, and so having simple little things like that mean a lot. They bring back memories.
Of course.
So it's lovely to have those things. Oh my goodness! Look at that.
Right.
That is just stunning. I love that.
Thank you. Right, let's see what's going on here. Oh, Steph says she met Naoka and Deborah on May too. So Steph Gibson was on there as well.
Yes.
Yeah, because Steph, when did you stop following me? I don't even... Feels like you've been all the time.
Well, Steph was here long before me. I didn't find you. I found Esther because I went from Denise to Ellen. And I was watching Ellen in Australia, and I don't know if Esther came on one evening when I was watching her, or if she mentioned Esther. And so from Ellen, I found Esther, and from Esther, I found you.
Well, we're all on tonight. Ellen's on. I'm on. Esther's on. So Esther says top right needs filling. What, this, Esther, this section here?
Top right.
Or up here? So, sorry, I was letting Deborah talk, but as Deborah was chatting, I was using that three-leafed one from All Things Fabulous. That one there. I wonder if it just needs... Feels like it needs another red, but I don't... Oh, yes, I know what I could do. I could put those little flowers of the red, couldn't I? Some of the poppy. Oh, my right. What, up here? The other right, yeah. What, this right?
That right.
Yeah. No, I won't lose it. Thank you. I'll pop it there. You guys are so good at keeping an eye on my stamps.
Well, you still haven't found that leaf, have you?
No. And I realised that I'm missing the dies as well. So they're off on holiday. They're off on holiday together somewhere.
Did you insult them, Ruth?
I must have done. Yeah, I didn't use them enough. They were like, we're off.
I don't need to be here. I'll find another home where I'm appreciated.
Right, Esther, are you satisfied? Oh, hiya, Ruth. Oh, really? What? I don't understand what else I could put in there. It's pretty full. Next to the single purple. What, here? You just want something a bit... Maybe you just need something a bit darker in there. Above the tree. Or like here. Oh, there we go. How about that? Yeah, she's got it. Guys, you're even more critical than I am now of my own work.
And this is what happens when you let us all chime in.
Yeah. Sometimes I listen, and then sometimes I pretend I don't read what you've written.
And the truth will come out.
Well, sometimes I really just don't see it. I've just got my head down and I can't see what you've written.
Politely ignore us. I love it.
Glenna's laughing so hard she's got tears. Ellen does that too. Well, that's the thing about live stream. I mean, Ellen and Esther and I, we really cut our teeth on Periscope, didn't we? So you learn to ignore stuff.
That's the amazing thing I find about people who do what you do. You put yourself out there in the public eye, but so many people feel that because you do that, it gives them the freedom to say anything they want. I don't know if it's,
Yeah.
If it's because they have the anonymity or what it is.
Vanessa says, we know when we're being bored,
I love it. That's it, Vanessa. We know when we're being ignored. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful.
I could do with a little bit more in here.
Now, you were talking about you're going to cut this up. Did you have a plan in mind for it when you started?
Yeah, so to cut it into 6.
Okay.
Or we could even cut it into 9. That would be interesting.
Oh, that would be pretty. That would be pretty.
Actually, yeah, cutting it into 9 would be really interesting. Or I could do 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Could you do
6.
2 of the slim line and then do?
Yeah.
Would that leave you the rest?
So 2, 4, 6, and 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some of you will cry, but at least it's not your work, it's mine.
and you did put it in the title that you were going to chop it.
Yeah,
So.
I did. I thought I better everybody because I didn't want people coming on and then going, no. Well, the title originally was To Cut or Not to Cut, but then I thought YouTube would ban me. So I thought, no, I'll change the title because they don't approve of anything that sounds like self-harm. So I thought, no, I won't. I'll change the title. It sounds a bit too risky.
It was a threatening title. People would be triggered by the idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my. Well,
So,
I can remember I think one of the first wreaths I saw you do, it was this beautiful bluey, purpley kind of thing.
mm-hmm.
And I really thought you were going to chop it up, and I was just like, oh my goodness, I was shuddering. And you were like, no, I'm not chopping this.
Okay, I am going to take a photo though, so I will take a photo for all you guys that are panicking.
You need to post it on the website. You don't normally post your work on the on our Facebook page.
No, I forget.
Yeah, you need to take this one and post it.
It is pretty, isn't it?
Those colors are fantastic. I love that.
Well, that's the great thing about stamps. You can just, do it again.
Yeah, well, as May would tell us, it's just paper.
It's just paper. It's just paper, yeah.
It's
Just paper and stamps.
The purple you used, is that Blackberry Bliss, or is that's not Mary Marlowe, is it?
No, it's Blackberry Bliss.
Blackberry Bliss.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now because this is 12 by 12, I will end up with extra pieces because I don't strictly need it to be cut at 4 inches. So I will end up with a slither. So let me just chop off the 10 centimeters that I normally would chop off. And then I've even got enough to cut off some there. So I don't know what, let me cut it 6 inches first. And if I put it together. Hi Susan, nice to see you. Have you just arrived? I feel sorry for anyone who's just arrived going, oh, what's she doing? There we go. See, that works. Okay.
That is gorgeous.
Actually, if I do it from that side, I'll end up using it all. Because if I cut it at 4 inches there. Okay, put that aside a second. So we'll get the 3 out of this piece, so that'll be 4 inches. 4 inches. 4. Okay. Let's just measure this. So this measures. It's just over 4. Okay, I'm going to just take that down to 4. We're torturing me. Esther said I should auction this off on eBay. Well, no, that's 8 people, Esther. I've cut 2 and then. Okay, so now this is what I was thinking. Look, you end up with this piece that's framing. So. I'm loving this corner piece. Ah, it's so pretty. So yeah, so we've ended up.
Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness.
I don't even know how to put it back together now. Anyway, there we go. Okay. Vanessa wants her piece autographed.
The one that is the frame.
Yeah.
And then the one that has the lower left corner in it. That is just. I mean, they're all beautiful, but it's just amazing how those two turned out. Where you've just got the corners in them. That's beautiful.
I've got red here.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I love that.
Okay, so these will make some like really super gorgeous luxury square cards, really. Let me see what scraps I've got.
I think it's that rose, but they're so romantic and so feminine.
Yeah, it's so blousy as well.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just gorgeous. So, my dear, have you thought any more about your Zoom classes that you were thinking of, that you would talk to us about?
Yes, and I just need to look in my diary, and I thought the best thing to do is just tell everybody what dates and times I can do. Yes. And, oh, I cut that too small.
Absolutely. Now you were talking about if you did classes in different time zones.
Yes, so I figured that if I did one at 9 o'clock in the evening, that would catch the guys in the States. And possibly any early risers in Australia, if they wanted to join. So I thought the best thing. So I thought the best thing I could do is I literally put out dates, and then if once people have booked on, so I I guess a minimum of 4 and then the maximum of 6, and then and basically once you've paid by PayPal, you just basically you email me, inform me that you want to join, I invoice you, and once you've paid, then you're in. So
Right.
I just thought that's probably the best way to do it.
I think I agree. I think that's a good system.
So yeah, I was looking at doing coming up with some dates and then going from there. Oh yeah. Actually, I wonder if it'd be better to have one that's got more red on the edges. There we go, that one's... What about some of the Peacock? Ooh. No, I haven't got a piece big enough, have I? That was enough.
Now, Poppy Parade was one of your reds, wasn't it?
Yes. Oh, orange. Let's see what the orange looks like. Oh, I'm forgetting to look at comments. Sorry, guys. Love luxury square car, says Susan. I had to take a Valium because she wouldn't stamp in that space. Vanessa, you're hilarious. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I think anyone just coming into this live who doesn't know Vanessa, I don't know what they would think. Actually, where's I was just going to say we're missing Cindy. Cindy. Where's Cindy as well? I bet she's lurking.
I knew we were awfully tame tonight. Now I know why.
Yeah.
Oh, too funny.
Oh, let's see what it's like with a red. See, and all my scrap pieces are coming out now. Good way to use up my scraps.
Oh, yeah. You know, until I got my paper this spring, I hadn't, I think it was probably my February or March order that I stocked up on paper. I didn't have any of the Stampin' Up! Paper. And
Do you mean DSP or the cardstock?
the cardstock. I hadn't used it before. It is so nice to stamp on.
Oh, the Whisper White and the very vanilla?
Yes, the texture of that paper is just...
It's super smooth, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. It's just lovely to work with. I love it.
You don't get any bleeding, which is, I think, so vital when you've got detailed stamps. You don't really want to have any bleeding of the ink. You know, if you're going to take the time to stamp something, then you don't really want it marred by that. I think we need something brighter on this one. I'm going to put that one there. So that one there, that there. Right. I wonder if a bit of mango for that one then. No. I don't know what colour to do for that one.
What about Peacock? Would that work?
Yeah, I'm wondering that. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Subtle colors
Yeah, that works better.
in the stamping, so...
The only thing is, this actual piece I've gone and scored, so I need to try and hide the score. Yeah, you can barely see the score lines, to be honest. And once that matte layer is on there, you can't really see it.
Right.
So it'll be fine. Now, for me, once I've done something so busy, I'd like to have the background plain. So I would just cut just very vanilla, or, you know, I don't like to mess around too much with the background. Right, now have I got very vanilla? I might be out of stock. Ooh. I need to buy some more. After saying that I wanted to use very vanilla.
Oh, I wanted to tell you, after watching you do I don't know what to call them, the mixed media pieces that you did, I've been working on one for a young friend of mine who graduated this spring and will be starting university this fall. So I got a canvas, and I have her name, a wooden letter of her first initial, and I covered it in paper and stamped it out with in a floral design with my stamps, and have her photograph and paper flowers. I tried making paper flowers. I can't believe doing this. So I'm working on putting the canvas together for her now. That's the big project I've got going. So
Well done.
yeah, I'm amazed that I'm putting my hand to any of this. Really kind of out of character for me.
What, this style, or just, I don't know.
Just attempting something that I think of being very sort of artistic, and you know, it's stamped with my taste, but it's it's just, and it's in a medium that I've never worked in. So, I mean, not that I've done much of anything, but you know, it's amazing. You and Esther and Ellen, you do all of these things, and I know it happens to all of us, that we get inspired, and I've been playing with texture paste and coloring texture paste, and just, you know, working on that on card front. And on the canvas that I'm doing, I used one of the Stampin' Up! Masks to do a whole corner of the canvas in texture paste. And so it's just fun to find myself doing things that I'd never considered that I was, that I wasn't artistic. I didn't do this kind of thing. So.
Oh. Thanks, Vanessa. Yes, I have seen that you super chat me. Thank you. I'm just focusing on cutting card. Oh dear. Have you got something to say to me or something? Are you telling me not to cut card? They're cutting away and they're like, Ruth. I'm doing boring stuff.
How are you doing the background work that pulls it all together?
Yeah. Hi, Vicky. Yeah, I see the money, guys. I see the money. Hi, Taylor. Who's got embroidered handkerchiefs? Vanessa, not Vanessa. Martina's got embroidered handkerchiefs.
Oh, lovely. I used to have old handkerchiefs that my grandmother carried all the time that were embroidered and had the floral needlework on them. They're gorgeous.
Yeah, I actually was thinking just before lockdown how I want to go back to using handkerchiefs instead of keeping using tissues, because such a waste of money. I do have a couple, but I want to get in the actual habit of having one on me every day, like my father does.
Right.
My father always has a handkerchief in his pocket. And I think I remember as a child, like getting a little bit worried if he got his handkerchief out to wipe you, because you thought, I'm not quite sure where that handkerchief has been all day.
How many things has that handkerchief? How many jobs has it done?
Yes. How many noses has that handkerchief wiped already today? But and he was very good. He'd wash them out himself. You know, every night I'd see him at the basin washing them out.
That was my grandmother. She always wore what we called house dresses. They would button all up the front to a collar, and she wore an apron every day. And I mean, it sounds very proper and old-fashioned. Because one of the reasons she constantly wore an apron was so she'd have a place to put her cigarettes.
Ah!
She needed the pocket on the apron.
There you go, Martina. That's what Martina needs. Martina smokes. So you have to keep your cigarettes in your apron, Martina, with your handkerchief.
There you go, Martina. Now you know how to keep them. Just wear an apron every day.
Yes, I do like it. And it's funny, sometimes when I'm cleaning the kitchen, I just think, and I get splashes on me, and I think, oh, for goodness sake, I wish I'd worn an apron, and then I'd be all right.
Yes. Yes. There was a reason that women wore them.
Yeah. For sure. Now, I'm not sure if I like the red than the red, but I think I might just go for it. It almost gives it a slightly Asian feel, having this very strong square, the geometric. Right, I'm going to do I'm not going to use dimensionals trick. So I'm just getting some of this chipboard from some old packaging. And just cut it up. Just going to cut a couple of those while I'm here. Actually, is there a way of me I can actually watch the video and read the oh yeah, I can read the comments. That was me thinking that I couldn't read comments and talk to Deborah at the same time. What was that about the soap in the mouth? Oh, Vanessa used to get soap in your mouth. Oh, is that because you were a bit naughty, Vanessa? Did you say things that you weren't meant to say? Who always wears a pinny? Ah, Deborah always wears a pinny. There we go. Yeah, a pinny is an apron.
Yeah.
Deborah's smart. Be like Deborah.
Do you like that?
Right, I'm going to have to stand up for this now because I want to get this smack bang in the middle. Take care, Gina. Wanda says, my mum did put the soap in the mouth. Really? So people actually used to do that. Wow. Vanessa, I need to approve what you've just written. YouTube won't, you know.
YouTube is censoring Vanessa.
Yes, Vanessa, you've been censored by YouTube. My friend makes beautiful aprons and uses hankies too. She always irons them. Oh gosh.
Yes, my grandmother did. Absolutely.
I always think of aprons and stuff as being quite pretty things, because I do have some aprons that are just really pretty.
And I know both of my grandmothers, my great-grandmother also wore an apron for as long as I knew her. But if you bought them something that was really pretty, or that they liked so much that you had given to them, they would do what they call putting it up for good.
Yeah, putting it up for best.
Yeah, you only used it for a very special occasion, which meant that you never brought it out.
Yeah, you never saw it. Yeah. I try not to do that because I just think then you're not actually enjoying it then.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
Hi, Heather.
And, you know, I quit worrying about breaking things so much and, you know, using something up, because if it was pretty and I enjoyed it, then that's what it was there for.
Yeah.
It was for me to enjoy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I saved it for good and never got any good out of it.
Yeah, you just don't enjoy it at all then. Take care, Pamela. Nice to see you. Men of a certain age always carry a handkerchief. Yeah, that's my dad.
Yeah.
He's a baby boomer. Well, I say he was a baby boomer, but he was born just after the war.
I always remember being surprised when I would figure out that my parents were alive or had experienced certain things that I would learn about in history, and come home and, you know, telling them about it as though it was something new they'd never heard of. Only to find out they had lived through it. It was always a surprise to me.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, same as mine, Steph. What month? Yeah, my dad was born in 45.
Now, your parents met where, in Africa?
No, my parents met in North London, in Enfield.
In Enfield?
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought for some reason that they had met overseas. I don't know why I thought that.
No, they met while they were both doing nursing training. Hi, Janet. February 45. No, my mother was born in Malaysia.
In Malaysia?
Yeah. And then she came to the UK to do her nursing. No, she didn't actually. She came to the UK to do her dental nurse training. Yeah, Esther's suggesting that I flick. The only problem with flicking is it sometimes takes the tape off the edge and it's a bit tricky to get it back on again. So, I don't tend to do the flick.
Denise has been struggling with this new tape runner also. Just, it keeps going off the runner.
Yeah, I find I have to push it back sometimes, but it's very smooth though, I will say. I do like it, but it's yeah.
I think it was Angie Judah, Angie Kitty, I can't remember. And I should know, that's bad of me. But she or someone else was talking the other day about turning it more vertically when you used it.
I think Ellen's just saying that now. don't quite understand how you can turn it vertically though.
Well, you'd have to tip your hand to a very, I think, an awkward angle. Perhaps not, but because I haven't used it yet. That's the next order.
Yeah, it's going off at an angle. Oh well. Right, now I like this purple. Let's see what that looks like on the cream. I'm not going to mount these all up tonight, guys, but I will just put these on here and then... just so that you can see what they would look like. I sometimes like mounting the very vanilla on very vanilla, actually. I think it's very elegant when you do that. Thank you, Deborah.
Depending on what colors you're stamped in and what kind of mood you're going for. The white can be really very stark. So I think the very, very vanilla is more kind of old world, I guess.
Yes, it's very vanilla, sort of slightly more vintage looking, and yeah.
Yes, that's it.
It's warmer, certainly, and I think if you're going for warmer colours like we've done anyway with the reds and oranges, then it suits using the warmer tones. Right, should we do that orange one? I've not done another one. But I still love my Tombow, although I think I need a new one. Oh well, I'll keep using this.
I still remember the first time I used Tombow and I got it all over my hands and could not get it off. It was so horrible. It was just like, oh, this can't be right.
Yeah, it wasn't. Does a chipboard make the card heavier? Yes, yes, it does. But it feels more substantial. It just feels more luxurious. I can't explain it.
What you get the cards when you put the chipboard on it.
Yeah.
And it gives it the dimension with weight, which you don't get
from the dimensionals. No. Yeah.
Yeah. The dimensionals give you the weight and everything, but they don't give you the weight.
Yeah.
They give you the height and not the weight. I'm getting my words up. But, yeah.
I also feel that, you know, if this was to be recycled, that could be properly recycled, really, because it's not got the plastic foam.
Exactly.
Now, I did realise, though, that don't apply the Stampin' Seal to the chipboard because it's so sticky it will pull it off. Well, definitely doing it with the Stampin' Seal Plus, that's what happened the other day. So.
Right.
Okay, so how come I've got 1, 2? Ah, right, I need 2 for that, that's why. Okay. It would cost you more postage. Possibly. I can go and weigh it and see. Oh, I did have my scales on my table earlier. But... So in the UK, up to 100 grams, that's our limit for the cheapest posting. Whose country, Sheila? We pay for thickness, yeah. Once it goes over a certain thickness, we have to pay the next increment. That's why I have my special little ruler thing on my desk to check my mail before I put postage on it. Well, it's not often I do start to finish, not quite finished project, but sometimes I think it's nice for you guys to see what it will end up looking like.
It amazes me to remember that you started this with the tree.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just to get some shape down.
Well, I think it just shows the versatility of a stamp if you look at it from a different perspective. It, in a way, wasn't designed to be used, but as something else. And so you started with a tree and gorgeous, gorgeous cards. Those are just...
They're very rich, aren't they? Yeah,
Yes.
they're very rich. So there we go, guys. They look like pictures for framing. Just thinking all of them framed and then hanging along some stairs. Yeah. Actually, that would be fun actually to do. Yeah, if I'd cut that into the squares as well, to individually frame each one, but then put it back together on the wall.
Oh, that would be nice.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it? I can't even remember which way round they go. There we go. See, I said to frame it, says Linda. There we go. Wow, welcome. Well, welcome. Thank you for sticking with me, guys. So that took, just under 2 hours to do. So, so that's not terrible, I don't think. For you end up with 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 cards. So that's not, yeah, not terrible.
Those are just beautiful. Lovely work, Ruth.
Thank you. Right, thank you everybody for joining. Thank you, Vanessa, for the super chat. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you, Janine. That's a puzzle I'd never put together. Oh, thanks for all the thumbs up, guys. You're brilliant. So if you don't know how to give a thumbs up, just press on the X of the chat and then you can give me a thumbs up. And I'll go and write it all up, because what I try and do now is pretty much as soon as I finished a live, I'll go and put all the colours and everything in. So actually I'll do that now. Let's remind ourselves of what we used.
Are you putting them in the, do you put the colors in the description now? Are you doing that? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I do. Thank you, Wanda.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, they are. I mean, look at that. That is a lovely colour palette. Really, really lovely. So that's the colours. Then the stamps were... I was also tempted at some point, but I didn't do it, but to use those lovely dots on the tree, but I didn't. Okay, so we used All Things Fabulous. Healing hugs. Forever Fern. And life is beautiful. So any questions before I go? And then please do have a go if you've got similar stamps. Please don't feel that you have to have every single one of these to give it a go. And if you've got various other colours to swap out, you can. So if you don't have Pretty Peacock, the old Tranquil Tide might be okay. Bermuda Bay might be a possible alternative as well.
Would Shaded Spruce work?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing is, Shaded Spruce is going towards the more the yellow tones, whereas Bermuda Bay, I would say, it's got more of a blue in it. Pacific Point at a push. Yeah, so I mean, if you haven't got Pretty Peacock or both of those, then maybe Pacific Point instead of the two of those. Let's have a look. Yeah, that possibly would work. So if you haven't got those two, maybe that one. If you haven't got Blackberry Bliss, Rich Razzleberry is a good alternative. Most people have got reds and most people have got oranges. If you haven't got two oranges, you know, just do Stamping Off. That'll be fine. Yeah. 4th of August. You can order this one, Martina. Martina's already in love with this one.
Oh.
She's desperate for it, aren't you, Martina? But Martina's on a no-spend August anyway. July, rather. So, you know, it's probably a good thing that you can't get it just yet. I'm saving you from yourself, Martina. Oh, I did. Yes, sorry. Framed for you. Thank you, Vanessa. Yep, I did. Sorry.
Yes, framed for you, I think, has
Vicky, rather. Yeah.
flower in it.
Yeah. Love this stamp set.
Flower. Isn't that, I love that set.
So useful. Nydia had to order it after watching me the other night. Oops. Sorry. Vanessa says her husband's got her on a no-spend 2020 and that's not working.
See, I knew there was a reason that I liked being single.
Yep.
But then I have no accountability whatsoever. Oh my.
See, Esther's not helping Martina. She's now saying, Martina, did you know about the voucher spend in August? Esther, leave her alone.
Esther, bad girl, bad girl.
I know. Yes, but I already have some stamps earmarked in the online shop.
Oh, that's too funny.
Dear. Anyway, Martina, I've just posted something to you. You're getting something in the post anyway to use.
Bless her, I still think she needs that German catalog. That would just... Oh,
yeah, but I'm not quite sure why she's getting confused, because as soon as you look up any of the stamp sets, it tells you the German one anyway.
Okay.
But I know it's the name. I know she likes to know the name. Oh, no, you're right, Martina. I thought they put it there. Oh, they don't. Right, I'll try and get you a German one then, Martina. Sorry. Because if you had it... Right. Okay, we need to get you 2 catalogues, Martina. Right. She finished the socks. Well done, Martina. I didn't think those were ever going to get finished. She's made socks for her in-law, but he's got ginormous feet.
And she was using like a size 2.
I know.
I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh, do you want to see the close-up of my crochet? Do you want to? I'll just go and quickly go and get it.
Yes.
because the stitches are so pretty.
It is a gorgeous pattern. I love that.
So it's got lots of balls, and so I'm doing my technique that I like to do where I mix the threads. So I've got 2 colours on the go each time. So I started off with pale blue, and then I drop a colour, then add a colour, then drop a colour, add a colour. And I just like all the texture. It's quite fun. There we go.
I like the colors, but that pattern is just, yeah, I love that pattern.
And it's quite fun at the moment because, you know, it takes you a few goes to kind of get used to the new pattern each row, and then you just repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, and it's quite nice because you kind of get into a rhythm. But I'm dreading, because it's actually a pattern that becomes a square blanket, so I'm dreading that point where you have to kind of like do the maths and, you know.
You have to start squaring off.
Yep.
Yeah. You're gonna have to start counting stitches.
Yeah, I know. It's counting the loops and but anyway, we'll get there. I'll probably just have to put a stitch marker in. Actually, no, I will. I'll put some stitch markers. I've just got some recently, actually, so I'll do stitch markers. So there we go.
Oh, that'll help. That will help.
Yeah. Right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. Right.
Good night.
So I'm missing
Goodbye.
comments here
Have a
now.
lovely evening or a lovely morning.
Who said that? Lisa says, I guess you won't be chopping that. No, I won't be chopping that, Lisa.
I think somebody would be flying over to rescue Neil.
Yeah.
If you threatened to talk, that would just, no. We'd send Esther to rescue it.
Vanessa says, repeat after me. I do not need to buy wool now. No, you don't need to buy wool, Vanessa. You've got plenty. Go and have a look in the other room. Your other craft room.
Oh,
Vanessa's got like 3 craft rooms.
oh my goodness. But she got, what all different kind of crafting does Vanessa do? I know she
Loads. Yeah, she used to do a machine embroidery. She used to teach machine embroidery. She's a very clever lady.
Oh, goodness.
Esther says that she's going to
I didn't
tell
know that.
Greg. Oh, Heather, you've done amigurumi. Yes, it is. That's good fun. Yeah, really good fun. Right, I'm off. Nice to see you all. Oh, I've been alive. Oh, I thought I would have been live for longer. I thought I'd been live for 2 hours. I haven't.
No, you haven't. I just looked at the time. You came on, it was just a little after 5, wasn't it? Well, after 10 for you.
No, I thought it was after 11 for me. Yeah, it was, because my timer's saying that I've been on it live for an hour and a half. Oh, so this took much quicker to do than I thought then. Okay, sorry, no, because I was saying, oh, it takes 2 hours, but no, I've not even been live for 2 hours.
Right.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. I like value for time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Time value. See you all soon, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye. Bye, Heather.